Welcome, Form 4 at Maths, past years, SPM. SPM 2014, topic linear law. The variables x and y are related by the equation xy equals to 4x minus 2x cubed. Straight line PQ obtained by plotting y against x squared. Question part A, express the equation xy equals 4x minus 2x cubed in linear form. As usual, we start from what they ask. Part A, they're asking express xy equals 4x minus 2x cubed in linear form. Now, first of all, we know that linear form, it is capital Y equals M capital X plus C. Capital Y, we go to the y-axis, the small y is equals to the capital Y. And the x square is equals to the capital X. Then we complete the diagram. If you notice that the point P is on the y-axis, therefore the x coordinate 0. The point P on the y-axis, x coordinate 0, and the y coordinate of P is the y-intercept. Okay? So if you look at the capital Y, it is the small y. And our equation is telling we have x and y. By right should be only y. So therefore, we take the non-linear equation which is given. I'm going to divide each term by x. Why? So that when xy divide by x, I can get the y. So therefore, xy, I divide by x, and 4x, I divide by x, and finally 2x cubed, I divide by x. So xy divide by x, I'm going to get the y. 4x divided by x, we can cancel the x, we get 4 minus x cubed divided by x, I'm going to get x squared, which is minus 2x squared. We have already got our equation. It's just that on the right hand side, I must put the x term first. So if you look here on the right hand side, the x terms comes first. So I'm going to get y equals, I'm going to write the negative 2x squared first. Of course, plus 4. This is our answer. So this form, linear form, similar to capital Y and capital X plus C. Our first part answer. Second part, part B. State the gradient of the straight line PQ. So B part 1, they are asking gradient, symbol M of PQ. Now PQ, we use the line of the straight line. The PQ is of course the straight line, and we already have the equation of the straight line from part A. And if you compare the equation of the straight line with y mx plus c, by comparing, we notice that the gradient m is 2x. Okay, the capital Y is the small y, the capital X is the x squared. So the gradient m is negative 2. We got our answer, gradient negative 2. Now part B, part 2. find the coordinate of point P. As usual, I start. They are asking find the coordinate of point P. We find one by one. Now the P, if you look at the graph, the P is on the y-axis. Therefore, the x coordinate is 0. We already established that the P is on the y-axis, so the xp is 0. For the yp, earlier part, that the yp is the c. The yp is the c. So I go to the c. The y coordinate of p is c. I go to the c. And by comparing this equation y mx plus c with the above one, we notice that the c is actually 4. You see, by comparing. So now the y coordinate of p, which is c, and c is 4, therefore yp is 4. So our coordinate for p, 0, 4. 0 already established here, xp is 0, yp is 4. So we have got our gradient and we have got our p. And keep in mind, we always start from what they ask. We always start from what they ask. Thank you. I see you on the next lesson.